Brian and Michele here again. Today we're going to now talk about internal rotation of the shoulder. So first, let's just talk about somebody who has motion but needs strength. The internal rotators of the rotator cuff are located in your armpit. So you'll feel like a bone that's actually on your rib cage, that's your scapula. And then the inside muscle right in here, that's the actual rotator cuff muscle we're going to activate. So first, Brian is going to we're going to elevate his elbow to get his shoulder in a better alignment. So otherwise he'd look like this laying down. So instead what we're doing is we're going to pinch that shoulder blade back and try to hold that there. Okay. Next he's going to stay in that position. One other thing, what makes it easier is by lifting up the elbow, putting it on the towel. So now Brian's going to hold that position back as he rotates. Look how he's got full motion. Look how my hand does not move whenever he brings his arm up. What would be wrong is if Brian was here and then he would bring that shoulder up and there. You're going to get a lot of anterior shoulder irritation there. See how we sat that back down? That's the way it should stay that whole time. And again, he should feel this right here. When you do this, you can palpate yourself like Brian's doing now. Next, once that gets easier, we're going to add a weight. Our internal rotator cuff is actually pretty strong, so unless you have some kind of limitation, don't be afraid to add a few pounds. So he's going to do the same thing, usually trying to get to about 10 to a dozen repetitions. Again, he should be fatiguing right in here. Look how his elbow is not sliding on the table. It's staying still that entire time. Look how he's getting full range of motion all the way down. Now, let's talk about the person who has strength, but instead is stiff in internal rotation. So now, what that looks like is when you try to take your hand forward, the shoulder comes forward, okay? So you might get some pain in the posterior shoulder, or once again, as I said before, the anterior shoulder. So now Brian is going to actively stabilize, and now he's going to come down and hold. So the longer the better, but let's say that Brian held for 10 seconds, and then he came up, and then back down, and then he's going to hold for 10 more seconds. Let's say that he tried to do maybe like a minute of this. Back up, and back down. So, a minute of stretching would be 6 sets of 10 seconds, right? So once Brian gets his shoulder nice and mobilized or activated, now we're going to stand him up and we're actually going to go use those muscles. So now that we came off the table, now look how Brian is being stable with his abdominals. And look how he has that clean rotation, just like we had before. It's really important is that you're active through this whole motion. So see how he's letting his hand come behind his elbow? That means he's getting that full motion. It's just like doing a full depth squat. So we want to make sure you get full range of motion. We'll limit the amount of weight that you need if you can't be stable through that full motion. Look how also his shoulder is staying stable that whole time. We don't want him to throw his shoulder forward as he rotates his arm forward. Also look how his elbow is staying up as he's going. He's not pulling his elbow down as he's rotating. He's keeping his elbow to 90 degrees. So once again, you'll want to do this trying to activate that rotator cuff in here, looking for anywhere between 8 to 12 repetitions. As you get stronger, you can add more resistance and or we can increase the number of repetitions that we do.